What's up, everybody? King Rap here, host of the Stay Up podcast, found in AMP, which stands for Always Motivate Myself Positively Daily. Today is a very special episode of Stay Up podcast. We have 2/3 of the founding members of the Push Up mobile app, a black-owned app, everybody. You hear that? A black-owned app. So if you're into technology, into developing apps, you need to be tuned in, tapped into this episode. We have Mr. Ty Peoples here, and we have Miss Kels Robinson. So, Ms. Robinson, go ahead and just tell the people where you're from and what's your professional background.
So I'm originally from Louisiana. I was raised here in Nashville, Tennessee. I attended high school at Beach High School. Later found out I wanted to be an entrepreneur. So I attended Tennessee College of Applied Science, where I obtained my barber license. Finished in 2013, and the rest is history.
Barber's license, you must knew your boy needed tape and a little line of you. What's going on, Mr. Peoples? What's up, man? 06, brother. What's going on?
Man, what's up? Hey, my name is Tikehe Peoples. You can call me Ty for short. I'm from Jackson, Tennessee. I currently stay in Memphis. I work for the city in Memphis. I went to AMMPD and graduated with my bachelor's in criminal justice. Then I matriculated to the University of Cincinnati and attained my Master of Science in criminal justice.
Matriculated. Ooh, I like that word, matriculated. So, man, how did you all meet up, and how did even the idea of the app come about? How did you two meet? I wish we had Mr. Todd Johnson on, but he's here with us in spirit. How did you two link and discuss even the idea of the app?
Ty came to me in 2007 to get a haircut. He was looking for a female barber in Nashville. One of his friends linked us together, and ever since then, every time he come in, we share ideas about business. He told me he was coming out with an app, and I was like, what is it? What is it? You know, and so he was telling me about it. And then he knew that I wanted to invest in something, so we shared ideas. He started the app with some other people, and then I later came in and helped him out with it.
Networking. Mr. People, so like when you graduated Austin P, or while you were there, was this something that was always on your mind while you were there in undergrad, or kind of like matriculated over when you were pursuing your master's?
It's actually matriculated over when I was pursuing my master's, in all honesty. Well, back in undergrad, I knew that I wanted to go into entrepreneurship, but I wasn't for sure on what I wanted to go into. But when I graduated from the University of Cincinnati, that solidified my answer. Like, I was for sure that I wanted to go into entrepreneurship.
Okay, what's like what was the purpose or the driving force behind the app? Like, what made you say, you know what, Push Up Mobile needs to be for this reason? Matter of fact, how did the name even come about? Did you know from jump it's gonna be Push Up Mobile, or you were just like, it's some type of app? I don't know the name, but I know we need to do this.
The name Push Up really just came from us wanting to inspire others, you know, pushing small business entrepreneurs to another level. And that's how we came up with the name Push Up, which is why our logo has building blocks, and they actually stack in, they're actually putting pieces of a building together and make it into a tall tower, because we want you to reach that high level of success.
I feel that if you all look a little closer, if you can see Ms. Robinson's screen, that's actually the Push Up Mobile logo right there. And she actually has the hat on too. She rocking the brand right there. You got to protect the brand, man. So how long did that process take, you know, from the idea of the app, the blueprint of the app, to actually having the app developed? Like, did you all create it on your own, or was it some people behind the scenes? Like, how did it all come about?
We had to go through a company called AMMPD to develop our app. You can research any company, but we chose AMMPD, which is a small business that create apps for individuals like me and you, just normal people who want to go into that market. Because if you go look into this market, there's a lot of companies that charge a outstanding fee just to create an app, because they used to create apps for companies who has that high budget.
Right.
So once we sent our idea to AMMPD, they approved our idea and they started to work on it. Then after that, we came together and they talked to us about the development process. And there are 3 phases to it. So throughout each phase, we had to complete a certain task in regards to the app. Like, for example, in the first phase, we had to have our company name and logo created.
Right.
Then after that, you go into like the actual
business
software,
plan, stuff like that.
Yeah, the business plan, things of that nature. That goes into the software of the app. And then after that, you actually go into the code and things of that nature. But after we made it to the last phase of creating this app, then we had to start getting lawyers, how we're going to market this app when this app do come out. Now we got to get a marketing agency and things of that nature.
So you went to this company. They basically, helped you. You all had all the ideas. You had everything that you wanted to do. You had the blueprint, but they decided to choose you all. Why did they choose you all? Did you have any competition along the way? Why did they specifically choose to push a mobile app?
Our idea was dedicated to small business entrepreneurs, and they dedicate their business to individuals who do not have a big company, but, who are who owns a small business, or just an average citizen like me and you. So that aligned with their value. A company is not going to put their name on something if it's not going to be a success. So they took that into consideration.
Okay. That's what's up, man. Who's all behind the scenes? I know you had to get a lawyer. You got to do trademarking, LLC. We talk about protecting the brand. You most definitely got to do that. But are there many other hands? Like, we know Mr. Todd Johnson also has a hand in it, but who's helped creating the content? Who's handling finances? Who's over marketing? Is there other people behind the scenes that we don't know about, or is it just strictly you three?
So I am the CEO, and then you have Kels, who is over the finance portion of the business, and Todd, who is over the social media the marketing aspect of the business. And I will just let Kels dive into her financial role.
Okay, so just to start the business, I came up with a company. We found a company to create an LLC. Then also, once you create an LLC, you do have to have a bank account. So I'm over making sure we have our bank account. As far as tax, we have an accountant. We go through QuickBooks just to keep up with all of our finances and everything and so forth. So I'm over all of that, plus over the apparel.
Okay. So when people think everything's an overnight success, they don't really know that you all really have to study your craft, which is this whole mobile app scenario. You have to study the finance aspect. You have to study the marketing aspect, the blueprints, the plans. So you really have to trust the process. Was there any point in time that you all had doubts, or did it get rough and get tough at any point in time, or you all were just pretty positive about the whole situation and things kind of planned out how you expected it to pan out?
Well, we had good energy in regards to the development process as well.
Right.
The only thing that put a burden on our shoulder was the financial aspect of creating this app, because when you go into technology, it gets very expensive, so you pay for good quality.
Right. And
we always said, we're going into this market and we're not going to put out a product that's not of high quality.
Right.
It's either we're going to do it 100% or we're not going to do it at all.
Did you all ever have any deadlines that you were like, man, I hope we meet this deadline or something like that? You said yeah.
You said what, Kels?
I said, we didn't have a headache with the deadlines. We just go according to a plan. We set dates and we agree on them. We have meetings. We make sure that everybody's on one accord, and we just execute as we go. Execute
and planning, those two words. How important is planning and executing when developing, not even the app, but just the whole business plan in itself? How important is executing and planning, would you say, those two aspects are in regards to this entire situation?
It's very imperative. I mean, let's think about it. Anything you do in life, you have to be prepared before you're able to meet the opportunity. And with that opportunity comes success.
Right.
So when you plan something, it doesn't always need to be mental. You need to write it down on a piece of paper or put it in a electronic document.
Right.
So you can have it. Right. So when you have those plans, then you create deadlines on when you're going to carry out each test. Mm-hmm. Right. So the execution is basically just as important as the planning, because your plan won't go anywhere unless you execute everything that you have on your to-do list, I will say. So that played an important factor.
Did since planning and execution, you know, these past couple months has been rough for everyone, specifically small businesses, those small businesses that you all are going to help. Did coronavirus put a damper in anything that you all had going on?
Definitely.
Yeah. It, like actual physically meeting up, you all probably had to do like a lot of phone calls, a lot of Zoom calls, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We had a whole bunch of things. Like I said, planning. We planned on doing a lot of expos individually. On top of they had app conventions that we were going to attend, and we were going to do pop-up shops and different events just to bring small businesses to understand and know who we are as a brand. So COVID-19 definitely put a hold on that, but we're not going to stop. We're not going to be defeated.
Nah, it's all a part of that process. You cannot and will not be defeated. So what type of features does the app have? Like, we know it's an app that's going to help small businesses and consumers basically bridge that gap between each other. But like, what type of features does the app have specifically?
Well, this app is number one. This app is a two-sided platform. So you have a business and or consumer account. Both accounts will allow you to create a post, which can be a photo or a video. When you go to your home page, the page feed is in descending order, meaning the last post posted will be a user. Sorry. As far as the home page, the page feed is in descending order, meaning that the last photo posted by a user will appear at the top of the home feed. Each post will have a small label attached to it that states business or consumer profile. So that would give the user the ability to differentiate on whether this is a consumer or a business post. But let me dive into the business account a little bit more. As far as the business account, we have some really cool, unique features to it. So on the business account, each user who creates a business account will be able to link their social media pages to the app. So
you get Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, all of it.
All of it.
All it. One click of a button.
All of it.
Okay, you all simplifying and making it pretty much easy for the small businesses to get even more advertisement out there.
Yes. Also, the small business will have the ability to put their phone number, email, messenger, their physical address, which will populate in the Google or Apple map system. And they have a website icon listed on their business account as well. And the reason for it is because we want our consumers to easily access the entrepreneur or small business owner.
Right. Okay. I feel like this is very important because, sometimes a map or a Yelp can be a little bit inaccurate. And the fact that your app is going to have everything in one simple spot for it to be obtainable, I feel like that's going to be key, man. I think that's going to be like the key to the success of the app. I know a lot of business owners, a lot of consumers, they're really going to love that aspect of that. What was it like when you all finally received that email, that phone call, or that letter in the mail to let you all know, like, look, it's really official. Push Up mobile app is here.
Yeah, you can go first.
I felt a burden had been lifted off my shoulders. We've been working very hard day in and day out, sacrificing a lot of things that we wanted to do, ignoring friends when they want to hang out, going out to eat, just saving your money.
You're preaching.
And you're putting your money into something that you don't see a return on immediately.
Right.
So it's kind of hard to do that. A lot of people can't hold strong through that. So once I knew that we were going to get the prototype of the app and we could go through it and play with it ourselves, I was just extremely excited and happy. Like, yes, this is it.
You preaching. Look, when you said sacrifice, that word stuck out to me because it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. You know, you have to pour in a lot on the front end, and, you know, not necessarily knowing what's going to happen on the back end, but you just got to maintain that faith. It's all about sacrifice. When you're pursuing something that you really believe in, you're going to have to sacrifice a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of energy. You got to be really devoted to it. So, Ms. Robinson, you on here preaching today. Mr. P, but you got to come on with it. I don't know if you're going to be able to top that one.
I'll probably be able to top that. You know, Kel, really, you did a good job on that one. In all honesty, the feeling that I have is indescribable. It's hard for me to describe this feeling in all honesty. I'm really just thrilled that I'll be able to help small business and entrepreneurs reach that next level. In all honesty, man, and I'm really just about giving back, you know, impacting the lives of others. And that's what I would like to see, you know. I want to impact not only the community, the city, state, the country. No, this is a global impact. Push Up App is going to impact the world. We don't want, most you know what I'm saying? Like, if another recession was to happen, we don't want people to struggle. I mean, yeah, things happen in a recession, but like, utilize this platform for you to thrive in a professional virtual setting, because we already is in a digital society. So just imagine 5-10 years from now, who say that we're going to be using cash? You know, we might be going to cryptocurrency or something like that, you know? So
I highly doubt we're going to be using cash. So, like, you all are definitely ahead of the curve with developing this app and everything, which is going to propel and push small businesses. You know, we're putting the emphasis on small businesses. The big businesses, they don't really need too much help, but we're putting a big emphasis on the small business. And this app is going to help prepare them and make sure that they're able to remain consistent in their business ventures and everything.
The app will be available on the Apple platform.
Okay.
Currently. Now, later, we're going to actually have this platform on the Android database, but we didn't do that at this moment due to various reasons.
Okay.
This app is supposed to be released on August 15th. However, they is subject to change to the later part of August or the beginning of September due to COVID-19. So COVID-19 is having Apple putting our app on pause, I should say. Really just in regards to putting the app into the Apple Store. So
COVID-19 putting everything on pause.
Yeah, it really is.
So the cost now, you know, if anybody listening like me, you know, I like to ball out on the budget. So how much is the app going to cost me so I can go ahead and get my funds in order?
Well, I don't know if you need to get funds. I mean, it's free to download, number one.
Wait, pause. Is who?
It's free to download.
Is wait. Say it one more time. Is what?
Free. Free. Free.
Okay.
Free.
No excuses. No excuses. You hear that, everybody? The app is completely free. I mean, you get to leverage all of what they're offering you for nothing at all. No cost to you. And guess what? Your business is going to be booming on the back end. You can't beat that. Shout out to Black-owned businesses.
Shout out to us.
So with this, do you all have any, at least, you know, one nugget apiece that you can drop and leave for the listeners right now? What would you say? It doesn't even have to be in regards to developing this app. It's just business ventures and entrepreneurship in general. What nugget would you leave for them?
One nugget I will leave is, for one, have faith, believe in yourself, have ambition behind yourself as well, and never give up. Don't give up. You know, keep pushing, because trust the process. Really, it's gonna happen. You know, as long as you keep put one foot in front of the other, you can do it.
Ty, she's been on it. But look, I know you know all about don't quit, brother. We ain't even gonna go into all that. What would be your nugget that you want to leave for the listeners here and the potential entrepreneurs out there?
Number one, develop your power circle. The people that you surround yourself with plays a huge factor on your success. You know, you want to hang out. Yes.
Say it one more time.
The people that you surround yourself with plays a huge factor in your success.
Okay.
That's number one. Yes, that's number one. You need to have a power circle. You need to have successful people that's doing a lot of great things, because iron sharpens iron. You know what I'm saying? Again, iron sharpens iron.
Right.
You need to recognize it for what it is. Number two, I'm sorry if I got more than 1 point, but I feel like
do your thing.
Got you. Number two, always increase your knowledge. You know, read, go to YouTube, research different scholarly articles online. You know, continue to gain insight about what you're trying to do, because knowledge is power. And number three, any relationship that you establish, nurture that relationship, because that relationship can go very far, whether it's right now or in the future. That person might need you. You might need that person. So always nurture that relationship, because that's how you really connect with people, you know, is by having that long lasting relationship.
Man, look at, I don't know what's going on. I miss church today. It's pre-recorded, but look, I think I'm getting it right now. I definitely agree with you all. You all definitely said some things that resonates with me. And, you know, a lot of people don't learn the networking aspect, you know, because some people may not be comfortable just talking to people, but you have to get comfortable being uncomfortable, stepping out of your comfort zone and just learning how to interact with different types of people. And I had that issue when I moved out to Arizona, you know, coming from the South and going out there. It was very different. Not too many people that look like you and I. So when I went out there, I was kind of closed-minded. But, you know, as I began to work and just talk to different people, I became comfortable with who I am and who they were. And I built some very lasting relationships out there. And I also learned a lot about myself, too. So networking, having faith, and you also spoke once before about having a mentor. So that mentor-mentee relationship is very important in nurturing those relationships. And on top of nurturing those relationships, make sure you give just as much as you're taking. You know, you don't want to take from your mentor all the time. You want to make sure you're giving as well, whether that be your time, energy, you know, anything, because they're taking time out of their busy schedule. They are already where you want to be, but they're taking time out of their busy schedule to help push and prepare you to basically get to their status. So make sure you also give as much as you take. You all have anything else you want to say here?
I would like to thank you for having us on. I want to
thank you. I really appreciate you all giving me this opportunity. I feel like this is going to help a lot of people. People need to hear this. The youth that's listening, if you're interested in developing an app or developing a business, or, you know, you just need some type of information or some type of nugget to help you get through your day, make sure you tap in and listen to this. Parents, friends, everybody, just make sure you like, share, comment on this podcast, and we're going to have more to come within the next 3 to 5 years. Mr. Peoples and Ms. Robinson, they're going to be on here telling us how they, ran up $5 million in just 5 years. So I can't wait to have them back here today. We definitely going to have to nurture this relationship right here for sure.
Also, if you're wanting to know where we're at on our social media platforms, don't forget to follow us on Instagram at Push Up Mobile App. Ty, you want to tell them the rest?
Yeah, but before I tell them the rest, I just want to say thank you, good brother, for having us on here, man. We are very humbled to be on this podcast.
No problem. I appreciate it.
For us, man. We have really learned a lot by being on your podcast. And
I learned a
lot. We both did.
Yeah.
But if you want to stay connected with the Push Up Mobile app, please follow us at Twitter, Facebook, or Instagram at Push Up Mobile App. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel at Push-Up Mobile App. Small business entrepreneurs, if you want to have your business showcase on our YouTube channel, follow one of our social media pages and subscribe to our YouTube channel. After you do that, send us a promotion video of your business or product or whatever you have at pushupmobileapplication1@gmail.com. After we verify that you have done those things, we will put you on our YouTube channel for free. We always gonna give back to our people.
For what?
For free.
Okay. Free. One more time.
For free.
Yeah, I think they like to hear this.
Yeah.
All right. Well, this is King Rap, host of the Stay On Podcast. This is 2/3 of the Black-owned business Push Up Mobile App. I'm your host. We appreciate you all for being here. Remember to think it, speak it, live it. Stay on. Peace.
Peace.